Hey everybody, it's Commander here, and I was asked if I'd go over my ship lineup real fast, what I use and why I use it. And then also people wanted to know about my color schemes and everything, because, you know, I make a damn good looking ship, because I believe in the phrase, leave a good looking corpse, in this case, ship. Yeah, even my character looks good, come on, be honest. Damn sexy. So we'll go over that real fast. We'll go over a total of 6 ships. One of them is not in the lineup, but it's one I do use quite a bit. The other is a Palace that I'm trying to work on and get used to. I heard the Palace is not great, but the Hactar is, so I'm trying to move along that line. So if you see a lot of videos with the Palace popping in and out, it's only because I'm trying to get it points real fast. Okay, so let's go over the Medusa, or as I like to call it, the Raven. Because, well, damn, it's good looking. We'll get that in a minute. So dual repeaters, obviously. Why not? You don't have a choice, that's why. There's there, but they're a great gun, and they're just phenomenal. I'm a bad aim a lot of times. Depends on my day. But if they all hit, you'll do a lot of damage. Let's go over to my next choice was plasma turrets. Now this was one given to me by Reno. I would have probably used it no matter what because I hate beam turrets. Yes, I know I'm playing a Palace. I get it. I get the irony here, people. But the plasma turrets are great. So if you're going up against the command ship and your repeaters are going on reload, you pop over these bad boys real fast. Unload them, pop back, switch back and forth as much as you have to. It works great on any stationary target or a Dreadnought because, well, they can't outrun this crap. Dreadnought can't outrun anything, really. But it's not meant to. So that's why I use there. So this one's kind of obvious. I know some people like cloaks. No, I don't. And Assault Blink Warp, there's no explaining it. Right there. Bam. You can get away with it and you can kill people with it. Nothing like a good slice. Now this one, up to opinion, I don't have everything unlocked here yet, as you can see, because I'm going the cheap route. You know, you buy the cheap modules first so you unlock the next ship. That's what I'm doing. If I were to use anything, if I was going to use anything in my second loadout, which I don't have one on this ship, or do I, would be Weapon Breaker Torpedo. Because I like to float around a ship and just blast into it. So that's why I use that primarily right there. Next, Blast Pulse. It's just a great overall tool. It works for everything, in my opinion. It's amazing. I just love it. I can go in and zip into people. And if I don't kill, I can fly back around and Blast Pulse their butt real fast. Finishes them off. It's also great if you have a bunch of assault ships around you and you're trying to score points for your team real fast because you're behind. Real great choice. Also, the reason why it's good is the officer briefing I'll be showing you here shortly. Okay? So, and then auto repair. Some people say afterburners. No, I prefer the repair because I can fly myself out of most situations and repair myself and be back in the fight faster. So that's why I like that. So here we go, the briefings. Now I'm still working on some briefings, getting some briefings, but this is what I prefer to use currently. So right now, as you can see, communications 111Y, minus 10% module cooldown. I am not going to be using my shields, and there's a reason. Well, if I do use my shields, it's because it's a bad emergency. And the reason why I don't use my shields is Navigation Expert. Why? Because it's the wrong damn thing on my ship. What the heck? No, it's the right thing. I'm just not able to read. Navigation Expert. Sorry, guys. I keep forgetting. It starts on the first one here I'm reading up top. There you go. That's why. Because I minus 50% energy consumption on my engine, so I can constantly move fast. But the effect is when I'm not using engines on anything else is plus 3% energy usage. Excuse me. That's why I do that. So you won't see me use shields very often. If I do, my energy is going to fly. Okay, so let's get off of that there. Destruction Cascade. And this is where I said Blast Pulse is amazing. What's that say right there? Destroy enemy, trigger, effect, boost weapons 30%. So right before you fly in and go to do damage, if you can't quite hit that guy with your guns or you don't want to use them just yet, you hit that Blast Pulse, hits that freaking assault ship or fighter, and you got an instant 30% damage for 10 seconds. To wail on someone with. Hence why that's really good. So the last but not least, I use Engineer 110. Why not? You know, damage resistance 6.5%, right? Passive. Why do I need this? Some people will say because you want your energy. Well, I don't see it that way. That's what I use on the Medusa. What's the loadout B say? Now I'm not going to show you guys the loadout B. You're not going to see any of my loadout Bs because that's my, oh my god, they know my build, I need to change this, oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. Let's go to our appearance here. So appearance, Dragon Blue is the name of that coloring, as I showed you. I gotta show it again. It is so gorgeous. It's just the way it changes. Now, Reno told me they call this a Raven paint job in the motorcycle world, which I would go with them because if you ever look at a Raven, they kind of turn blue. And it's really neat looking if you ever actually get the light on them just right. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. And you can see my Mactira emblem right there. I just love the way they placed it. Oops, sorry, it jumps around really easily on you. And then, of course, the Mactira pattern. But we're going to go into the actual thing so you can see appearance. So yeah, Dragon Blue Mactira pattern and no emblem. The reason being is the forecastle or castle doesn't show it, so there's no point in having one. Mactira, emblem obviously, and the Phoenix set. So this is the Phoenix set on here, but I want to show you something interesting that I noticed when I first put the ship together. You watched Raven Flight, you will notice that. Now that's still a Raven front. But when you go, the Phoenix front, excuse me, so just going. But when you go over to this Phoenix, you get the Phoenix front back. I don't know if they did that on purpose, what? But it's kind of neat because if you want to change your look up or be really unique looking and not be like this, you can, even though I think this is just hella cool looking right here. Sorry, guys, this looks really good, you gotta admit. It looks like it's going to transform and beat the shit out of someone. So that's what I use on my Medusa. So, let's see here. Now we're going to go to the Vindicta. Customize ship, here we go. Vindicta is a very simple ship for me. Autocannons. Once again, why? There's no other choice. Flak turrets. Now this is an interesting one for me. I hate flak turrets. I should say I used to. Reno yelled at me, use your flak turrets, and I wouldn't use them because I just hated them. Well, I started using them in situations against dreadnoughts, where I was running out of ammo and dreadnought was almost dead, but he was getting me real fast, and I would nuke a dreadnought with these things. Nuke them. It was amazing. So I started using flak tans a lot more, especially against corvettes. Now this is a pure damage dealer, so there's no soaking damage, no nothing on this bad boy. It's just gonna beat them down with it. So storm missiles. Why storm missiles? Why not a torpedo like Psychic Cycle? He uses torpedoes. Well, I hate enemy corvettes, and when they fly by me, I like to launch storm missiles on their butt and watch them run away, even if they don't kill them. A lot of times it kills them. Also, the other reason, if there's not an enemy corvette nearby, with the torpedo salvo at 7,500. And what was their damage again? Which is a whopping, wow. Am I reading that right, or I need eyeglasses? That's why I say 20,000. You get my point, though. You unload this on one ship, he's going to be hurting. Now, here's something you probably didn't know I have. Scrambler pulse. Because I forget to use it a lot. And Reno hates me for that. Oh my god. I have been trying to use it more often, though. I really have. And it pays off, though. It really does. And it probably would have saved my life in a lot of videos, but... whoops. Oh well. And I just don't see the point in anti-missile lasers on this thing because it's so freaking fast, and especially with evasive maneuver, which is my other choice right there because I don't see the point in a jump drive. Really, guys, why? Yeah, it is just, it gets you out of a lot of trouble. Now, as for my officer briefings, as you can see, pretty much the darn same thing as the Medusa. As a matter of fact, it's exactly the same thing. Communications 101 for that lovely module cooldown. Destruction Cascade once again for taking out those little ships on my way to my main target. And Navigation Expert because, well, like we said, speed. Feel the need for speed. And then just plain old Engineering 101. Now, I'm, like I said, still working on getting other modules. Right now, this is what I have, and this is what I'm using. Now, let's go to the best part, the paint job. So, yeah, I bought the Spartan shit. Yep, I did. Yeah, y'all laugh at me now. I don't care. Let's get a good look at the ship here, back up here. I hate the fact that it takes you all the way back like that if you don't do it right. Okay, here we go. I messed up. It's all good. So, this is a Spartan, but I'm also using the racing stripe on it, too. And you can see the Spartan emblem. Oops, sorry about that. There, you can see it from that angle there. In the back right-hand corner of the ship there, you can see the Spartan emblem. And then this. The reason I went and did this is I have the Voodoo paint job, but Reno already uses that on like all his ships because he thinks he looks better than me. Whatever. I just wanted to look a little different, but kind of have our kind of wolf pack colors. That's what we call ourselves when we all break out our Vindictus, the wolf pack, because we'll fly in formation, and trust me, there's nothing scarier than a pack of Vindictus flying together. Well, maybe some Corvettes, but Vindicta's pretty damn scary. So yeah, I got my little emblem down there, as you can see right there. I know. Usually I go, just, oh, I love my paint job. Sorry, guys. So we'll go over this real fast. I'm supposed to be over here looking at this. So yeah, so you can see right there, Spartan Legion colored, Spartan Legion. And of course, there's no, I haven't bought any hero ships yet that would change the look. And honestly, I don't think I would. This ship has a goofy little look that I like. So there is the Vindicta. Now, my personal favorite ship actually out of the group is the Vigo. Now, the Vigo went through a nice little paint job recently. I used to call it my Star Destroyer when it was black, and I call it my Star Destroyer when it was white, but I decided to put the Mactira pattern on here, and I went, whoa, that is gorgeous. Don't scratch the paint job, people. So, but let's not get ahead of ourselves here. We're here to talk about its loadout first. Repeater turrets. Love these things, if you didn't know. Once again, flat guns. Honestly, oops, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. Once again, I'm not a big fan of flat guns, but if you look here, yeah, they're better than the particle turrets. Now, some people may disagree, but oops, sorry. Let's see here. Oops, I gotta hold that down. They only do like 320 average DPS. With let's see what the range is. Not very far, but I just don't. The flat guns have been proving to be very good. You know, it's amazing. So definitely keep the flat turrets going. So let's go down here. So once again, storm missiles. Why? Well, Corvettes. Duh. I mean, and then also if I get in close to this thing, if you've ever played against me, you know I will melt without using these. But if I get to use them, yeah, I will. Weapon breaker missile. Why? Well, I'm a ranged fighter and an up close fighter, and if I'm going up against a dreadnought who has a lot more health than me, I need to break his weapons down so I can actually out DPS him. How do I out DPS him? Weapon booster pulse, of course. You key that with energies of weapons, and you will melt a dreadnought, which is amazing. Now, I have lots of options, as you can see. I have the plasma ram. Honestly, I didn't know I had plasma ram until just now. I'm still working on a loadout B on this ship. I actually don't have one, or do I? Missile repeaters. I have all this stuff, so I have a lot of nice little choices I could use. But you know, even though the range is not great, it's like 2,000 versus like 7,000. At 2,700, 2,000, I can talk now. 27,200 damage makes it worth it. And here's the other reason why. Jump drive on this ship. It's slow. And the way I have it spilled on his officer briefings, it needs a jump drive to get around because, well, if you see me jump drive on top of someone, I'll storm missile their ass, weapon pulse them, and if I have to, I'll set energy to weapons and just bleed them. Hence why I do that. It just works really well. So let's go here. So we got Communications 101. Once again, I don't really use shields on the ship, so I want a module cooldown. This would be better, but I am not a big shield person. You ask Reno. The reason why I don't use it is because I like to bleed my energy to my weapons versus my shields, and I want that option. Now, if you didn't know this, and Reno hates it about me, I'm very conservative with my energy. I use it for certain situations only. It drives him insane, and I will continue to do it. Module Amper, once again. Why? Because why not? Module damage and healing 30%. Now, I've been thinking about Cascade, and I might change it because it makes a lot of sense to use, but I also have found myself in situations where I have been basically having a healer follow me because, well, I'm staying alive and I'm killing everything. So the healer wants to follow me because that means I'm taking damage and he's getting points. So that's kind of why I keep the modular amper on. My secondary loadout may or may not have the destruction cascade. Who knows? Then we have Nerds with Steel. You know, movement speed plus 10%. Something just very simple, nothing major. That's not 10%. I gotta remember it does that. Yeah, so business speed when hit, damage taken, reduced response. So when I hit my energy, set my energy to engines, and I'm starting to get hit, you know, I'm gonna get out of it a little faster. And of course, engineering 101, nothing fancy, just damage resistance. And remember to move over on that one. So that is the Vigo. But first, let's get down to our paint job here. So I mean the Bassett. Don't mind me if I massacre it. Paint job because, well, it looks sexy. And then Mactira pattern again. I have a theme. I like it. If I like it, I go. And the Viking because, well, you know, hey, I like Vikings. And then of course the Mactira, he's there. And I use the Orion Now there is one little thing I'll do different sometimes. Is this? I will go with the where is it? I think it's the tank flare. I can't remember. Ah. Oh no, I don't go back out. I'm horrible with the buttons on this thing. I will do this all day. That's not it. I know there's one pattern I use differently on a ship. It's not built here. I was using it on my rookie class ships because I like to take my rookies out and gain experience and then bring it into the bigger ships. I need to go fix that before I forget. But that's my appearance look right there. It's pretty simple. It's all Orion pretty much. Keeping it simple. I just wish I could remember which one it was. It might have been Vigo. There's one that kind of gives me a little like arrowhead look, but not today. We're going pure Orion. So yeah, that is the Vigo. Love this ship. Okay, so now we're down to the Lorica. Now I used to play, oh, I can't remember the name of the other Dreadnought, but I stopped using it because I wanted a little more speed. And this bad boy's got it. Now it's a very simple paint job, so we'll go over that one real fast. There's nothing special about it. Excuse me. Let's see here. So let's do the loadout here. Okay. Excuse me. So plasma cannons. Why? Well, there's no other choice. If there was, it'd be awesome. I really think it would be interesting to have another choice, but this is cool. Repeater guns. Now you can, I believe, research flak. Yeah, you can research heavy flak. Don't, in my opinion. If you're in close, you should be using your repeater guns. They are amazing, freaking amazing. So, but then my personal favorite, plasma broadsides. Scatterguns suck. I don't care what anyone says. Scatterguns suck. And I think there's a solid one too. I don't like that one either. And then I use light torpedoes because I like to get in close with a dreadnought. I don't like shooting off vultures and hoping to God they hit. It's annoying. And then anti-missile laser. I love this. I love when like my team's around me and I pop this off. It makes me feel so good because I hear them, oh, thank God, no more missiles. And then armor amplifier. Now let's start here at the light torpedoes. My other options were vulture missiles. As I said, don't use them. Anti-missile laser. My other option was tractor beam. How many of you tractor beamed a Corvette and it zipped you or sliced you or whatever you want to call it? Yeah, that's why I don't like tractor beam. And you're pulling someone in and might do a lot of damage to you. Not worth it, in my opinion. My opinion again. And then armor amplifier. Just gorgeous. Don't pop this at the same time as your shields. Rotate. Pop your shields or pop your armor amplifier, and when it runs out, pop the other one. It'll keep you up longer, especially if you have a healer, and it'll make his life a little easier. Now, here we go. So, real simple. Retaliator. Why? Because shields take damage, and yes, Rena likes to say I don't, but I do pop my shields on my dreadnought. Just in a certain pattern I do it. It's worth it. Modular amper. Well, yeah, yeah, it's that energy to weapons, modular amper, healing, plus the. I'm going to use that on here because Destructive Cascade, with being as slow as I am, this doesn't do me any good. And then Nerves of Steel. Yeah, it works with a dreadnought, it really does. I mean, energy set the engine boosts the speed when hit, damage taken, and reduces it by a small amount. It helps keep me up. And of course, Adrenal Shot for when the healers hit me. And trust me, I want that heal to hit me hard. So that will be the Lorica. And that is basically my setup and the reasons why I use what I use. Now, appearance. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. So I use quartermass because it just looks cool in my opinion. I like the darkness with the green. Default pattern, I don't think I really have it. I have Splinter, but I don't, if you can kind of see it, yeah, you can. No. Don't need it. So that's why I don't use that. I don't use the Mectera either because, well, I just don't think it looks good. We got the Viking in the front of the ship. Bull Skull, Knight Errant. I have all these wonderful ones here. You see, I buy a lot. I am a hoarder when it comes to looks. But I gotta go with the Viking. He just looks awesome. Okay, so, and I keep this ship pretty clean. Now I do have the Hanuman, whatever, I can't say. I have this, but I don't need a giant monkey face on the front of my ship. So I keep it simple. And it's a gorgeous looking ship just the way she is. She's beautiful. Okay, so Now we're gonna go to the tech tree real fast, and I'm gonna pull up the ship I used before we talk about the Palos. There she is. Yeah, I named the ship Space Herpes. Yeah, I did. Long story. Watch the videos. Yeah, we have a sense of humor in this game. So let's see here. So we can go to the ones I'm using. Sorry, this is a little easier. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. There it is. So light machine guns. Yes, I actually use light machine guns on my Aeon. This is the Aeon, by the way. They're fun. They're a lot of fun. I use the repair pod because hell, it's great for anybody, especially if you got a sniper hiding out somewhere. Repair auto beams, a definite must. The repair drone. The reason I use the repair drone is because where is it? It's around here somewhere. Oh, because I haven't opened it up on this ship yet. I am using the energy generator, and I have that, so I don't have an auto repair. So I use this to help keep myself up, and when it doesn't keep me up, it keeps my allies up. Works out phenomenally. It is just amazing. So I use that setup right there on my Aeon versus everything else. But as you can see, I don't have a lot unlocked on my Aeon. And some people will use different packages, but I'm a pure healer in this ship. That's all I do. I am defenseless, so leave me alone. But yeah, that is the Aeon I use right there. Yeah, you can't believe I named that ship that. But yeah, Aeon is what I have, and I am working my way towards the Verona. 9/17 there, so almost there. As you can see, also the Mithra 13/17 and the Brutus 9/17, getting there. That's what I use there, and I'm just not switching ships in and out because it's a pain in the butt. That's why I did that. So let's go back to hangar. Now the Palos. My thoughts are out on this ship still. It has its moments. It really does. When you're fighting with someone. By yourself, I've not found it to be great. But I've been told the Palos, is not that great. You have to get off the Palos and get to the Hactar, and that's what I'm trying to do. So currently I'm using heavy beam turrets, 3. Why? Because there's no other choice, guys. Come on. We're the Mafia here. You do it our way. Tesla turrets. Hate them. Oh my god, I want my light machine guns. That's right, I want these light machine guns right here. And I use Tesla coil pods. I think that's a great choice for this ship because you can just plop those down and they will destroy anything. Repair pod to help my team out as best I can or back up the healer. And repair auto beams also to repair the healer, or help out the healer and everyone else. It does really work. And then of course I have energy generator for when I'm overclocking my weapons, my beam, because overclocking that beam, even your Tesla turrets, really do a great job. And of course I'm packing the following: Retaliator, Destruction Cascade, Navigation 101, and Adrenal Shot. Why Retaliator? Well, shields take damage, right? I'm gonna pop my shields on this ship like crazy if I'm not trying to fly somewhere. Destruction Cascade, we already know about that one. That's the one you shoot a ship and destroy it, you get a 10-second 3% damage increase. Great for when you're going into a fight. And then Navigation 101, which I can never remember this one, but it is simple. Movement speed plus 10%. I don't need to worry about anything else. It's just easy to use and nothing to worry about. And then of course Adrenal Shot, you know, when being healed or heal others. So I do some healing. It helps. It keeps my energy up, which is great. Which I need to learn to use my energy more with this particular type of ship. A lot of work there. So let's see here. So we're going to start with the coloring because, you know, hey, gotta leave a good looking ship if it blows up or wins too. Come on, you don't look bad. Jupiter Arms coloring, that's what I'm using for the basis right now. I like the way it looks. I'm using the Mactera obviously because I love the pattern. I got the Valkyrie emblem on the front, which I think just looks cool, and I'm using the Mactera emblem. And then almost all Hactar on my ship because I bought, well, you didn't buy, the Hactar was free in the PlayStation Store, so that's why I have it. So I was like, oh, you know, I'll use it, might as well make myself look good, and plus it fools your enemy sometimes. Not anymore now. So yeah, that's what I'm using, but I'm trying to get to the actual Hactar. I have the hero ship Hactar. Wow, try to say that fast. Hero ship Hactar, hero ship Hactar, hero ship Hactar. Wow, I almost butchered it there. So that's why I have these. I just don't have the real Hactar yet, and that's what I'm gunning for. And plus, I don't really like using hero ships because, well, they force you to use whatever their build is, and that's it. And I'm not a big fan of that. But that's why they're a hero ship. That's what they used. So yeah, that's my appearances and everything on these ships. Now, guys, if you have questions for Reno, me, anyone we play with, simply put in the comments of the video what your question is, and we'll check it out. We'll look, and then we'll answer your questions at the beginning of the next video if we have time or what's going on. But you will not be forgotten about. And if we do forget about you, say, "Hey, you idiots, you forgot about me." We'll get to you. Not a lot of people who, like I said, watch this, but enough people do watch it. They ask me questions at work and outside of work and places like fun places. So definitely hit us up. Let us know if you want to address your question to Reno or any Psychic Psycho or even Brian who plays with us again. And let's see, Cue Ball. If you're interested in, please put their name. Say, "Hey Cue Ball," or "Hey Brian," or "Hey Psychic Psycho," or "Hey Reno," and we'll know the question's directed towards them. If you want it to be towards all of us, just ask the question and we'll all answer it. So guys, like I used to always say, stay frosty and have a great day.